In the UK, we buy 7 million second-hand cars every year.
Done.
Whether it's online or at the forecourt, we all want a good runner at a low price.
I'm thinking there's room for negotiation.
Some of the best bargains are to be found here at car auctions.
40, 50, 60, 70, give it 80, 90.
Where dealers can make a good living.
Sold to you, sir. Well bought.
Buying cheap to sell for a big profit.
I'll buy anything if it's cheap enough.
I've got money and I'm not afraid to spend it.
1,000.
It's a world of rivalry.
Every time you keep trying to sting me. It's going to happen to you, mate, I'm telling you.
The number one thing is give it the poker face. That's the bottom line.
Underestimate me at your peril.
And risk.
If you change your mind, the second that hammer's gone down, it's too late.
It's always a gamble. These cars are someone else's trouble.
37.50, that's a good offer.
It's going one.
If they're lucky, they can bag a luxury car for small change.
For a great-looking retro 1980s Porsche at 950, your vehicle. Well done.
But get it wrong, and they'll end up blowing thousands on a scrapper. There's more to second-hand car dealers than the Arthur Daly stereotype.
Hi, darling, you all right? Yeah?
Meet Mel from Essex. As any parent, the more extra cash she brings in, the better.
How much do you reckon we should put this for?
£1.
£1? And what about the rest of your stuff, your books? How much do you want to put them for? We do everything we possibly can to make money. Going out, doing boot sales, we do what we've got to do. And the best thing about it is we have fun and I'm good at it. Can I help you? No? Hello, darling, you all right? Yeah? Just to let you know, they're 20p each. All right?
Luckily, she's better at selling cars than she is at car boot sales, though caution is her byword.
I get too scared when it becomes too much money because there's too much to lose. So that's what I've always thought, small, quick, short, sharp sales.
Ex-mechanic Chris isn't a stereotype either. After a health scare, he's got a new outlook.
So I'm after getting a tattoo, love, life, across my fingers, mate.
Good. Same style?
My tattoos are like the story of my life. A few years ago, I got diagnosed with testicular cancer. I decided the rest of my life I'm going to do exactly what I want to do, and that's dealing cars. Ow, 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 ow.
Chris has always been into cars, but now he's turned it into a full-time profession.
It is the dream job for me. I love buying and selling cars, I like to work on cars, and I enjoy the buzz of the auction.
You worry about selling cars, I'll worry about the tattoo.
Each of the dealers depends on trading cars for their livelihood, and there's some serious competition.
They're very good traders, all of them, but it's like they're probably up to a BMW standard, where I'd be up to a Bentley standard. I'll still wipe the floor with them, and this baby speaks for itself. It's not my most expensive one. I mean, this one's about, I think, £12,000.
None of the guys have got the experience that I've got. I've just been doing it too long. I'm in this for the quirky, oddball stuff. I've got a classic customer base, and people will pay a little bit more for quality.
At smaller auctions like this one in Surrey, there are often fewer people, so more chance to nab a bargain. But with no guarantees of what you're buying, every car is a gamble.
The key thing to do when you're coming to a small auction is to get here as early as possible. So you've got a chance to gain the information, what you need to know on that particular car, whether it's a go or whether it's a wrong un.
You've got to check the roof, obviously. Leakage on these will ruin the interior, get into the electrics. That can be very expensive.
What I like to do is to take a look under the car. I want to see if there's any oil or coolant. Because it's been standing for a while, there's a good chance that I'll spot any problems with the engine.
With their detective work done, there's just time for a natter before the auction starts.
So we got the Mazda.
Popular in Essex, yeah? Nice car for an Essex girl.
Yeah. Got the Audi A2.
Again, popular in Essex.
Not everyone's on downtime. Walter is on a covert operation to get information on a little sports car.
Boss man?
Hello, mate.
All right?
How you doing?
Martin, I need the paperwork for the RX8, please.
OK, take a look.
Excellent. Who brought it down here, do you know?
It's just a part exchange car.
Look at that, it's a lease car and then a doctor owned it.
We picked out a good one there, I think.
Well, let's see how good the price is.
We've got the RAV, the Toyota RAV.
Popular in Essex. Could be all day today.
Exactly, I'm going to clean up today.
Walter's on a mission. As his rivals gossip, he contacts the garage that last serviced the sports car.
If I could give you the reg number, you can tell me maybe what's been done most recently? Right, that was March this year.
Walter's intelligence gathering could come in useful. Out of the 67 cars up for grabs today, the Mazda is one of 3 just for our dealers to bid on.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Dingle Motor Auctions.
Kicking off today's auction isn't a car, but a van.
Something a little bit different for your money. This is the Mercedes Vito van with the crew cab.
This isn't just any old van. The Vito is a well-built commercial vehicle that will keep going longer than its cheaper rivals.
For me, the Mercedes Vito in a mid-size van, that's the best one out there.
Take a good, quick look around it.
Mercedes make good everything. Cars, vans, it's absolutely classic engineering.
The dealers have less than a minute to give the vehicle the once-over.
That engine sounds good, mate.
All right, mate, did it run all right? Yeah? Yeah, have you seen that on there? It says service. Service vehicle.
It's been a service vehicle?
Yes.
You know what that tells me? This car's been, well, this van's been looked after.
Mel's interested, so naturally she tries to put the others off.
I need a whole new windscreen on this.
I know, it all adds up, mate, doesn't it?
What's the mileage, mate?
It's showing 114,000 miles.
Scott likes Mercedes. We're going to go in on this. I'll let him do the bidding and I'll do the work on the car.
This is 100% ours.
Has he got an MOT?
MOT is till the 5th of June. 5th of June MOT of this year.
2 weeks. 2 weeks MOT.
Who's got his first bid for me? Who's got £500? The gentleman over there, 556.
I'm a woman in a man's world, but I can bid as good as I get.
825 here, Mel. 850. Gentleman in the back there with a suit. Who's got 9?
Mel's left to battle it out against Scott and Walter.
Man, these are bald, man. They're not even legal.
£1,000 with Mel. Was that a tenner, Scott?
But the boys' plan soon runs into trouble.
Walter is trying to pass telepathic messages to Scott. The lights are on, but there's nobody home.
Anywhere else at 1,050? Mel, your vehicle.
What are you doing? It's got weapons, man.
What do you mean, what happened? You told me to pull out of it.
Somehow he's misconstrued that as me telling him not to bid anymore.
No, I was just pointing at bits on the motor.
What bits on the motor?
The bit of the tyres.
Oh, tell me about tyres, mate. I can get them done for 35 quid. I thought you'd notice a suspension or
Yeah,
something.
but I didn't mean for you to stop bidding.
That's where we've had a problem, and that's how we've ended up not winning the van. I'm gutted.
They wanted that.
What a pair of plums. I'll tell you what, they ain't got a clue, them two. They remind me of Laura and Hardy.
So hold on a minute, so you guys were going on in it together?
And you still didn't get it? Wow.
Next time, I'll be doing it my way.
No room for errors in this game. Vehicle number 2 today has every man and woman for themselves. It's a Mazda RX8, the sports car that Walter did his homework on earlier.
This lot number 45 is the Mazda RX8. It is a fantastic looking car. Open the doors, look inside.
The RX8 may zip from 0 to 60 in just 7 seconds, but its unique rotary engine can be expensive to maintain. In good nick, you could pay up to $2.5 grand on a forecourt.
Mate, what's the mileage on this?
126,000.
Who wouldn't want to be seen in this car? I definitely would.
This car's mine.
That's what you always say, every car's yours.
I love the setup inside. I love the oddball engine.
It's one of those rotor engines, mate. They're always going wrong.
Chris, that's a myth, mate.
The interior's great, the exterior's great, the car's great. I love it.
I'll have a go at this.
Yeah, you're not the only one, mate.
Where are we going to start the bidding? Who's going to start me at £400?
Yes, here.
Walter knows this car better than anyone else, so he leads the bidding.
I've done my homework. I know where it's been, and I know where it's going. This car's mine.
650.
Seven.
Okay.
But everyone else wants a piece of it too.
Down here, remaining.
Yeah.
750, 800. Who's got 850? 850 here.
I know these only sell for so much, That's it, I'm out.
£1,000.
At £1,000, it's head-to-head between Walter and Jim.
1,050 straight back in. Who's got 1,075?
I say profit's profit, but it's too big a risk for me.
Going once, going twice, any more bids anywhere else. Fantastic value for money.
Walter's just paid retail prices for this car. Bit tight, isn't it? Bit tight on the profit. You going to make anything on it?
Yeah, of course. You're gonna make £1,000 on that. That's £2,000 all day long.
I made a few phone calls.
OK.
And I know a little bit about the car, so it's 2,300 quid. If I'd have got that any cheaper, it would have been theft.
If Walter doesn't stop gloating, he could miss the final car.
Next lot in is lot number 17. It's the Vauxhall Zafira 1.6 litre.
A firm family favourite, the Zafira is built to last, and at 39 miles to the gallon, reasonable to run. A good one of this age will cost you around $3,800 at a dealership.
7-seaters. They sell really well.
Do you know what? There's no boot space in it.
It's
though,
not,
is
is
there?
there? No. I had to play with the gearbox earlier. Really noisy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Chris is trying to put me off this car by telling me there's something wrong with the gearbox. But all that tells me is that Chris wants this and he is not having it.
Give it a pump, mate, please. It's been round the block a bit, but I reckon there's still something in it for me. It's had a rear ender and a big one.
Do you think so, Scott? Really?
This bargain car is starting to raise suspicions.
Something's not right about this.
No way is that mileage correct. 52,000, no way. The steering wheel's worn, the pedals are worn, the gear stick's worn. A vehicle at 50,000 would not have that much wear and tear.
No way that's done 52,000 miles. That's been clocked.
More than once as well.
Exactly, most definitely. So I'm thinking, get in there, get it cheap, sell it as a battle bruiser car.
OK, who's got £400?
I'll take that, I'll take that.
400 there, 400 bid. Who's got 450 with Chris at the back? 450, who's got 5?
475.
475, come on.
550, 550.
575 with Chris at the back of the car. 6 mil, thank you, 6 bid. 725 at the back of the car.
750, 750.
750 here, 750, 800 mil.
This is no longer a steal, I'm out.
Who's got 9? 875, OK, Chris. 875 bid, 9 mil, 925.
That leaves just Mel, Scott and Chris still in the game.
£25, who's got 950? Any more bids anywhere else? 975 with Chris.
This car's mine. End of.
Any more bids anywhere else at £975? Your car, Chris. Well bought.
Funny, you weren't going to go for that car, was you? Because the gearbox is gone.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. Don't worry about
Nice
it.
bit of acting skills you did out there.
Thanks.
Chris may think it's his lucky day, but the others aren't convinced.
Chris, what's the mileage, man?
Do you really believe it's got that mileage?
It's a bit worn, is it? But it's under £1,000, mate.
It's a lot of work there, Chris. You ain't going to sell it like that.
3 dealers have won 2 cars and a big white van. They're about to find out what they've spent their good money on and discover whether they can really make a profit on them.
Can't drive it anywhere with this. Like this, because it's illegal. What was I thinking?
Single mum Melody Monday is a cautious car dealer. Well, she is normally. She's never owned a van before, but she's just shelled out over $1,000 on a big Mercedes Vito. And this is her first chance to properly assess it in the cold light of day.
Right, let's give the central locking a go. That don't work. It looks better inside, I've got to give it that. But, oh dear. Tyres are bald, 100%. And, the back ones are not too bad. Definitely needs a clean. Oh, look at this, I've got to replace this as well. That's 30 quid. I bought this for 1,050. And then, I've got a tyre here. It's completely bald, like that one on the front, and I can't drive it anywhere with this, like this, because it's illegal. And this as well, the windscreen. So before I can drive it anywhere, I've got to spend at least 200 quid.
Chris's bid of 975 won him a Vauxhall Zafira that may not be all it seems.
It's got 54,000 miles on it, but the other dealers seem to think it's been round the clock.
If Chris can't confirm the mileage is correct, his car could be worthless.
There's an easy way to check it. All I need to do is get the V5, pop it into the MOT database, and it will tell me the mileage on the last MOT. The last MOT, 11 months ago, 48,000 miles. 54,000 miles, easy, it's spot on.
After his scheming plans, crafty Walter won big with the sporty Mazda RX8 for just £1,150.
It still smells nice and new. That first impression that you get when you open the door is fantastic. And everything's really nice and clean and tidy. Oh, yes, that is cool, man.
Still at the auction house, Mel's had to call out a mechanic to help make her van legal to drive.
Nice to meet you. All right. Yeah, this is it.
I don't think I've ever seen tyres this bad. Especially the edges, they're really badly worn. I think the tyres are the least of your problems.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like what?
Well, I can see you've got rust here that's been painted on by Tipex, the wing mirror's hanging off, this aerial's broken, the back two tyres are nearly worn out, the handbrake is non-existent.
I wasn't really worried about it until now. I can't believe he's coming out with all these things that could be wrong with it. It's going to be expensive. I am really worried.
Also having to splash out is Chris.
So what I'm going to have to do is change this light. It's got a serious crack in it. It's not going to pass an MOT in that condition.
As a trained mechanic, he saves money by doing repairs himself.
There we go, good as new. And it took me 2 minutes to replace.
For Walter, his RX8 is in such good nick, it needs no repairs. He's quickly found someone interested who wants to take it for a spin.
It's a lovely car, it really is.
It's an awesome, awesome bit of kit.
I'm happy with it. It's better than what I thought it was going to be. So,
really?
Yeah, genuinely is. I'm sure my better half will like it as well.
Well, that's what it's all about, John, keeping the other half sweet, mate. Right, it's for sale for £19.95 online. I know I've sold it. What are you going to give me for it?
I'll give you 1,600 for it.
What?
I'm from Sheffield. I'm a bit of a tryer. I've got to try.
John, give me 1,700 quid. You got a deal.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you. I wanted £2,000 for it. I've let it go for 17. He's a nice guy, and I'm a soft touch.
As for Chris, an online ad has hooked a buyer for his well-used Zafira.
So how many miles has it gone on? Because it looks more than 54,000.
He's had a hard life, I admit that, yeah. Yeah, it's not been driven carefully.
Not at all.
So it's quite tidy. It's missing the cover there, but that's only, again, it's another cosmetic thing, really.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I'm looking for sort of like £2,500 for it, ideally.
Yeah, I mean, for that price, it's not really worth that, I don't think.
Well, I've stuck 12 months MOT on it, and there's a couple £100 worth of work went into that to get it through its MOT.
I was thinking more 1.8.
1.8, yeah, it's a bit low, really. Can you come up a bit?
With the damage...
£2,000. It's coming down quite a bit. I'm not 500 quid off.
All right, yeah, OK.
Yeah?
Yeah, £2,000, yeah. OK.
That's that £2,000.
Yep, cheers, man.
Nice,
cheers.
2,000, that's not a bad deal.
Mel spent £1,050 on her van, and with all the repairs finally done, she's found herself a buyer. She's not the biggest van expert, so she's laying on the charm.
Any problems that you're willing to let on about?
No, none at all. I did MOT.
You wouldn't be lying, would you?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Other car dealers might do things like that, but I certainly wouldn't.
You said that with a smile on your face.
Listen, who could not trust this?
Something that's quite stringent about these diesel engines
Right.
has the timing belt been changed?
Honestly, I don't know.
Don't know. So that's something I'll have to do, because if you're not unsure, I mean, you never know when
Well,
the timing
I can
belt's going to go.
find out for you. I can possibly try and find out and then let you know, but yeah.
Has it been using any oil?
I don't know.
You don't know much, do you? It's just down to the price now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you wanted?
2-2.
What if I gave you 1,800 cash?
No.
In your hand now. So, what's the lowest you go?
2,000.
2,000.
It's a good motor.
2,000. Deal.
Well done.
Lovely, thank you
Got
very
yourself
much.
a nice van there.
Thank you.
I am so pleased. It was a big thing for me to try and tackle the van market, and now I've done it. It was really exciting, really, really exciting, and definitely there's something that I'm going to do again without a shadow of a doubt.
Any more bids anywhere else?
Walter won the RX8 for just over 1,200, including auction fees. He did nothing to it, sold it for 1,700, netting a profit of around 450 quid.
Right, to count it out like that so you can see it all.
£975. Your car, Chris. Well bought.
Chris paid just under 1,200, including the auction fees and repairs, for his Zafira.
How many miles has it gone on? Because it looks more than 54,000.
He managed to sell it for £2,000 and walks away over £800 up.
That's a nice profit.
Which is only just ahead of the usually cautious Mel.
Anywhere else at 1,050? Yeah!
She took a big risk on buying a van that cost her almost 1,400, including auction fees, repairs and 2 new tyres.
The tyres are the least of your problems.
But she sold it for £2,000, making a total profit of over 600 quid.
I'm happy today. Made a great profit.
Auctions. You've got to be lucky to win big, but you can give luck a helping hand if you go out of your comfort zone.